Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to start with a new topic which is DOM, Document Object Model. Let us understand what do we mean by this Document Object Model. It's an interface that provides the browser to allow scripts on the web page. Here we can access, update the content, structure and style of the document. Using the DOM, we can simply update the content or the structure and the style of the documents. Then the second point is when the browser prepares web page to be shown to the user, it constructs a tree of objects from all the elements of the page. It simply creates a tree of objects. I'll explain it later. Then comes that JavaScript code can access the tree and modify it, and browser reacts on the changes and updates the HTML page shown to the user. As soon as we modify it, the browser reacts on the changes and updates it. And the last point is the changing HTML with JavaScript using DOM interface is called as dynamic HTML. I'll explain it easily. DOM is a programming interface for the web documents, and it represents the structure of the HTML as a tree of nodes. Here we have some tree of nodes or tree of objects, where each node corresponds to the part of the document. Here every element, or you can say attribute, or the piece of text in the document represented by a node. Let us understand this tree. You can see here we have a document, then comes the HTML. Inside this HTML we have the head and the body tag. Inside this head tag we have some meta tag and title, and inside this body tag we have h1 and h2. I'll explain it. This is our HTML code, inside which we have this HTML head body tags. This is called as the tree like structure. The first one, HTML, we call it as a parent node. The parent of this HTML is the document. These both head and body are the children of this HTML. You can see here inside this head tag we have meta tag and the title tag. For this meta tag and the title tag, this head becomes the parent. For this head, the HTML becomes the parent tag. I'll explain it again. This document becomes the head of the, or you can say parent of the HTML tag. And this, both the head and the body tags are the children of the HTML. Then comes the meta tag and the title tag. These are the children of the head tag. And together this meta tag and the title tag are called as the siblings. This is how this tree like structure actually works. Once we start with an example, we'll understand it clearly. Here you can see this root node in the HTML element is the HTML document. Rest all are the nodes. You can consider rest all are the nodes. We have three nodes. The first one is the element node, the second one is the text node, and the third one is the attribute node. This element node represents the div, paragraph and heading tag, whereas the text node contains text content within the HTML element. Then the third comes the attribute node. Attribute, as you may know, that those are the class and the IDs. We consider them as the attribute nodes. Let's create an example here. Inside this body, I'll simply create one h1 tag, heading tag. I'll name it as a title using this ID, and I'll close this. Here I'll write hello world. Here I am going to create a index.js file. Index.js. Now we have to link this JS to this index.html. For this I'll simply write script source. We have to write index.js and I'll close this. We have linked both this index.html and index.js. Sorry, we have linked this index.js here inside this index.html. I'll just open this using live server. You can see here we got this hello world. Suppose if I want to change this hello word into hello DOM, I'll simply go inside this index.js. I'll write document dot get element by id, because here I have mentioned the id as title, so we have to write get element by id. Inside this we have to write that name which we have mentioned in the index.html. This is the name of my id, which is the title. I have mentioned it here. After this I'll write dot text content. Here we are going to change the text content, so I'm writing here text content equals to. Now we have to write what we want to change the sentence. Instead of hello world, I'll write hello DOM. I'll simply close this. You can see here we got hello DOM instead of hello world, because we have targeted this h1 tag using this id called title. By using document dot get element by id, we have targeted that id, and after that we have changed that text content using text content equals to hello DOM. Instead of this, if I write hello JavaScript, you can see here as soon as I refresh, we'll get hello JavaScript. This is how this DOM works. I'll explain it again. We'll simply quickly summarize this. This is nothing but DOM is a document object model, and it's an interface that provides the browser to allow scripts. It means we can simply update or change any content inside the document using this DOM, and it constructs tree of objects. As I have shown, this is the tree like structure. This HTML acts as a parent to this head, and this head acts as a parent to this meta tag or the title, whereas these together acts as a siblings, and this head tag is the child tag of this HTML. This is how this document object model works. All you have to remember is just it represents a document as a tree of objects and the nodes. Every element or the attribute is represented by a node. After that, we have simply seen an example using which we have changed this heading tag from hello world to hello JavaScript using index.js. All you have to do is you have to write document.get element by id. We have to mention that id name, and then after that we are going to change the content. So I have written text content equals to change my first content hello world into hello JavaScript. Like this, we can simply change the color of the text or the border, anything. This is how this document object model works. If you like this video, do subscribe my channel. If you are already my subscriber, do share with your friends. Thanks for watching.